the problem or the phenomenon of racial inequality, black-white inequality, say, is a permanent, well, that would be a strong word, but persistent, showing no sign of going away, pretty stable feature of American society. There are two concerns. One is the effect of their families, their households' lower incomes and the economic stringency that comes along with that. But the other, and perhaps more serious problem, is the long-term effect, particularly for young people, of a substantial period of time out of the labor market, which will interrupt their accumulation of human capital and work skills, and which will have substantial effects going forward, so that we not only have the issue of their unemployment today, but we have the issue of their less than ideal employment and wages in years ahead as a consequence of their having been unemployed today. If I have a city like Chicago or Detroit or Oakland, California, or Philadelphia, Baltimore, Maryland, in which I have hundreds of thousands of central city minority residents, and in which the unemployment rates are in the, not just the double digits, 20%, 25%, okay? Those communities need help where the people are, and remedies that create tax incentives for employers on a national basis that encourages them to take on workers may not be enough to counteract the negative effects of the concentrated unemployment in these particular places. Geographically targeted measures, as well as general national measures, seem to be called for, and I think were they to be undertaken, they would have a particularly beneficial effect for the unemployment of black and other minority workers. Reform of public education that raises the level of quality, the opportunities for the youngsters who depend on it, to something that's comparable to what's available to middle-class Americans, suburban dwellers, and so on. That's got to be a basic piece of the solution, raising the quality and effectiveness of education available to disadvantaged people. The home environments of disadvantaged people, the resources available to their parents, the degree of stability of the households in which they reside is often less felicitous for the disadvantaged than it is for more advantaged Americans. And so compensatory measures that are mediated through the public education system seem to be called for in order to give those children a good chance of getting into the mainstream of society in their adulthood.